Thrilled to bring this to this community. This is a resource that this community badly needed. My name is Danny Harani. I'm Director for Community Development for Team Wellness Center. It has been my honor to hold this position and to partner with all our various partners here today. I have the privilege of thanking all the different individuals that are here today. Council President Sheffield, Deputy Mayor Howard is here, various council members, Chief, I keep calling him Chief White because he's always, it's a habit. But CEO White is here from the Detroit Wayne Integrated Health Network. And for those of you who did not hear earlier, CEO White has brought 20 laptops to donate to the children at this center here today. So we are grateful for that, CEO White. I want to give a special shout out to also former Deputy Mayor and current Mayor Todd Bettison, who's going to be here a little later today. He came here when this clinic was under construction, and he took one look here and learned about what this clinic was going to bring to this community. And he assured us, hey, we're going to make sure that the city of Detroit is a great partnership, and the Deputy Mayor has continued those efforts into making sure that anything that we needed to get that done was done. And so a special thank you to Chief Bettison for his work when he was Deputy Mayor and ensuring that this clinic was expedited, as opening was expedited. So it's my pleasure to introduce our speakers today. And I'm going to introduce first our President and CEO, Michael Hunter.
Thank you, Danny, and thank you all for being here today. We know that we could not be here without you, and the you is everybody that can hear my voice today, because the village that it takes to take care of these children are here among us, and we're just representing the people that are not here. So exponentially, we just know that all of the people that we need to touch are represented somewhere here today. And I want to commend Tony Policella, who is the CEO of Team Wellness Center, because every time we hear of a need, every time we hear somebody that we can help, our response is, how may we help you? We want to be involved. We want to help. We want to make sure that we can do everything in our power to do. And as Danny mentioned, we have so many partners that we are never going to believe that we're doing this by ourselves. It is because of those partnerships. It's because of the influence. It's because of the guidance. It's because of the stakeholders. It's because of the fidelity. It's because of the checks and balances that allows us to do what we're here to do today. And today we're just celebrating one more rung in the ladder that we're climbing to help as many vulnerable people as possible. And everybody that we're helping, again, is represented here today, because every one of us can think of a child that needs our assistance, can think of an adolescent that needs our assistance, can think of a family that needs our assistance. And this is just a peek behind the curtain of what we could potentially do as a community of people that are passionate about helping. And I believe that we can do that not just at this location on the east side, but when we discover that there's another need, then we want to go there too. And we discover that there's another need, then we want to go there too. And we don't want to put guardrails on those needs. We want to say, listen, if we got the people behind us that were willing to back it and do it, then we want to get it done and see it done. And I think you agree. Do you agree? Yeah. And this facility is so important for us to continue the mantra that we should give the highest quality of service to the people that deserve it. Because just because somebody's economic situation or socioeconomic situation isn't the same as somebody across town doesn't mean that they should have a substandard facility. It does mean that somebody was thinking enough and say, you know what, they need state-of-the-art technology. We're going to donate 20 laptops. Thank you again, D-Win. Somebody said, you know what, they need to make sure that they have not just behavioral health covered, they have pediatricians. They have somebody that can take care of even the gynecological needs of a girl in puberty. All of those things have been taken into consideration so that this facility is holistic in nature. So it's a one-stop shop again. That mantra and that model that we've seen work time and time again. This is it. And again, we appreciate the opportunity to be able to be here today, because without the support and the funding of the state, the county, and the authority and the people that own and operate the facility, we couldn't be here today. So thank you, thank you, thank you, from the city's office, from the sheriff's office, from the educators board. everybody that has contributed to this in one way or another. We appreciate you. And I would be remiss if I did not thank Team Wellness's staff that have worked tirelessly to see this done. The staff have followed various project managers along the way. Sometimes it's been Tony, sometimes it's been Elizabeth, sometimes it's been Pam. It's always Danny. So you know that there's a lot of passion involved in what we're getting done today. And don't forget that we also are providing dental services here as well. So, and pharmacy is on site, and the list goes on. So thank you on behalf of Team Wellness Center.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Again, our president, Michael Hunter. I think it's very important for us that this is an integrated care network, and this is a one-stop shop for families. So when I seen a young family taking a tour here, and they were from this neighborhood, and the first thing they said was, "I'm so happy this is here now. I don't have to take 3 and 4 days off of work just to come get the kids' care." And that was the vision for our CEO and for the D-Win, and that's why this was created. And so it is my honor, my pleasure to introduce the CEO of D-Win, Mr. James White.
Thank you. You know, this is absolutely beautiful. I had the privilege of walking through early once it got built, and I got to tell you, having been now with D-Win for 5 months, take out the holidays, really about 3 months, maybe 4, and visiting a number of service providers, I was nothing less than overly impressed with what I've seen, not just from the facility and the thoughtfulness that went into the build, but the staff and how exuberant and excited they were just to provide the services, whether it be a nurse, a doctor that took us through and walks us through absolutely everything. And the what you will see is how they considered every detail. As you indicated, it's an integrated healthcare facility, but they thought about making people comfortable. And one of the things that, an old cliche is the most important thing in real estate is location, 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 right? The location for this being in this neighborhood and how it will empower this community and give people opportunities to have everything done, whether it be dental, vision, you name it. I think they deserve a big hand and a congratulations. So as a new CEO of D-Win, one of the things that I have done is really looked at our investment and how we're using our dollars and which providers are making the greatest impact. And I will tell you, I have been very impressed with the impact that D-Win has through you here and all of you and Mike and your team. And we're going to continue to be a supporter of this operation. So thank you for what you do. Keep helping our community. Keep providing these services. One last thing. When I was police chief, many of you have heard me say time and time again, there's not enough services. Well, here's what I've learned since I've been at D-Win. There's a lot of services, but the access is the problem. So I'm committed to providing that access, and what a great way to launch that campaign than this access here at this location. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, CEO White. When you talk about this location, our council president believes this is the best location there is. She is very committed to District 5. We are in District 5, and we are honored today to have Council President Mary Sheffield Hill join us. Thank you so much, Ms. Councilman.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. Excited to be here and to welcome this facility to District 5. Anytime that we are taking the time to invest in our young people is a good day in our city. I think the growth of our city and the strength of our city is how we invest in our young people, because they truly are not just the future, but they are today. I want to thank all of the sponsors, everyone who contributed to this opening, to the leadership at Team Wellness. You all have a tremendous team. Danny is always on the phone calling me about something going on in the community. Danny, if you know Danny, you love Danny, right? Let's give him a round of applause as well. But they are always trying to make care and services accessible for our community, and these are the type of facilities that we need in our city that provide holistic care, that provide the wraparound services that our children need. I always think about potential. Our young people have so much potential and gifts and talents, but oftentimes there's so many barriers and challenges that they face. And today we are making that a lot easier for them and cultivating the gifts and talents and potential that they all need. And so I want to commend Team Wellness for their dedication to the well-being of our youth. This is not just a building, it is a promise to our children that we see you, we hear you, and we believe in you as well. So congratulations on behalf of the city of Detroit. We thank you, we welcome you, and I cannot wait to refer and to come by and to see all the amazing services that you all offer here for our great children of Detroit. God bless you and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Council President Sheffield. For those of you who know, yes, I do get around. But before, and he's a very shy guy, so I'm going to put him on the spot. But everybody, please give a round of applause to our CEO, Tony Politano. I literally could not do what I do without his heart. His heart is unmatched when it comes to caring for children. I don't think I've ever asked him for anything and he said no to me. It's always yes, especially if it has to do with kids. We're always grateful for it. So all of us, leadership starts at the top. So if you love Team Wellness, it starts from Tony, Pam, Michael, Liz, down, and it just reflects to all our directors. We have great leadership, and as we know, leadership starts from the top. It is my pleasure, my honor to introduce our Deputy Mayor, Deputy Mayor Howard.
Thank you so much. Okay. I can't hear myself sometimes. So what I want to say to you, and I'm going to get emotional, as a parent of a child that literally has 10 different disabilities. My oldest daughter has 10 different disabilities that are not connected to each other. So understand, when you have a child that is profoundly, bilaterally, has deaf, completely deaf, cerebral palsy, microcephaly, overcome and strove through breast cancer, okay? Autism, and 5 other things, Lord knows I can't. It's too much. But this right here, I had to go to Children's Hospital on a weekly basis. I had to go to U of M on a weekly basis. And I was 21. The amount of responsibility that it takes to have a child with special needs, not just special needs, just a child, period, right? But a child with special needs, having to move around as much as I had to move around, and to celebrate for a child who I was told would not make it past 5 years old, who just celebrated her 33rd birthday, right? Y'all don't know what this means. What this means is that the next set of parents that I interact with who don't, if you don't have a child, kids with special needs, when you move them out of a space, even to go on vacation is challenging, okay? I took my daughter and my son to Disney World, and that was a challenge, right? Because getting on the plane, the movement, the confined space, having to keep her focused, right? That's a challenge. Going to the dentist, right? Because it's a sensory issue, is a challenge. But when you have a community around you and a place where you can come to get all of those needs met, not to mention pediatricians and other countless specialists, occupational physical therapy, all of that. When you can find a place in a home that provides you with that amount and that level of service and detail and care in one spot, that's what's important. Because now the next set of kids don't have to drive the way I used to have to drive to fight to get referrals, right? To fight to just get services, to get an IEP that's correct. Yes. To get an IEP that's correct, right? To service your child, your total child. And I have to say this, and Sherry knows, if y'all don't know DPSCD and their capacity, now again, my daughter's 33. The level of care that was shown to me through DPS, when it was DPS. Right. Special Education Department, right? That whole team was amazing, right? They helped me from the day I brought her home from the hospital till she went to Michigan School for the Deaf and she graduated at 26. Like that level of care, that's what you're bringing to people. Because people have to have advocates and somebody to be their voice to fight for them. And you brought that into the city, into a space, and you've made it holistic and whole. And you, sir, are, and you all are, the phrase that Mayor consistently uses, I picked up on it, is One Detroit. You've provided this capacity for One Detroit, where we all come together to provide the smallest of our residents with an opportunity to thrive and to grow and to know that they don't have to leave this city for their care. They don't have to go to U of M School of Dentistry because you have to be sedated to do. You don't have. There's so much, and I'm so sorry. I get passionate about this because that's a story people don't know. Lord knows I got 9,000 testimonies. People don't know, and these are the platforms where I tend to share. I overshare my experience because somebody out there is listening. There's somebody in this room that can be impacted by this or provide this information to someone else, and so I overshare. But it doesn't matter to me. Because my testimony can help you move through your space. And sir, I want to thank you for helping families move through their spaces. So thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Because I have so many friends whose kids are autistic and they have to do currently so much just to make one move, to make something happen that's not traumatic for the child. So thank you. Thank you.
I think that was one of the most beautiful speeches I've ever heard. Thank you so much for that speech. Thank you so much for your testimony, for the sincerity of your testimony. And that was from the heart. And congratulations on your daughter graduating from Michigan State. We're very proud of that. And with that, that concludes our
I want to recognize Judge David Perkins.
oh, Judge Perkins is here.
Judge
Yeah.
Perkins, yes.
Chief Harris, I think I seen Chief Harris
Yes,
walk
Chief
in too.
Harris
Fire
is
Chief
here.
Harris is here. Chief Harris is here.
Councilman Scott Benson's office.
Scott Benson's office here. I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize Senator Santana's office is here. Senator Santana has been a tremendous partner for us throughout really all Southeast Michigan to bring services. And so thank you to Senator Santana's office here. And if we've missed anybody, it's not because of anything other than we're just missed you on mistake. But we love you all. We love this partnership. With that, we want to we have gift bags for everybody, and please enjoy the food. And we're going to take, you want to do the ribbon cutting? Okay. All right, we'll do the ribbon cutting. Yeah, we got it right here. We're going to do the ribbon cutting, and then we'd love to take the tours. And we're excited to show you guys what we currently have and what's coming next. Thank you so much, everybody.
Speaking of what's coming next, phase 2, our plan is to include sedation dentistry.
Oh, see? There you go. But that's a fight.
We're going to do the little thing this way. Nope, we're going to do it right across here.
Dr.